Hey everyone, this is Ellie Mae with Silhouette Secrets, and I have a quick tip for you today in the Silhouette Studio software. There is a tool that is often deemed as an annoying tool, but today I want to share with you how you can use that when you are creating your own designs. So the tool I am referencing is a little bullseye icon that shows up in the middle of your design. And most often I see users, it just randomly appears. There's two reasons why. One, it is a designer edition feature or higher. So if someone has recently upgraded their software, I think that this default turns on and it would be something that is noticeable as a change. The other reason that it turns on is simply because it is toggled on by pressing the letter O key. So if you press the O, it's going to toggle on and off if you are not in text mode. So if you are not typing text, then you press the letter O and it's going to toggle that on and off. The other place that you can find this is down in the bottom right hand corner in the little gear icon is your preferences panel. Now preferences can also be found under Edit and Preferences, or the keyboard shortcut Control plus the letter K will also open the preferences. So there's several ways you can do that. Most often I use this little gear icon. So I'm going to come over here to the defaults, and if I scroll down just a little ways, you can see this little center of rotation. So if I check that and click apply and OK, when I click on my design, you can see that the center of rotation is on. Now you can also go back and take that off in the preferences, or simply press your letter O key. Now your design has to be selected, which means the selection box has to be showing around the design for your center of rotation to turn on and off. Now let's talk about why this tool is so handy. So first off, what you'll notice is that if you move your mouse over it, you get a little directional arrow. And the one most annoying thing that people find is that when you grab that, you think you're grabbing your design, but you're actually grabbing your center of rotation and moving it out. So it looks something like this. Now let's zoom in just a little bit so you can see this. So currently the center of rotation is out here. So usually a user is trying to move the design and it just moves the center of rotation. So I'm going to send that back. And I want to show you what it is used for. Currently, this is the center of your design. So if we leave it at the center and we were to replicate on that, it's going to replicate around the center. Now I'm going to hit Control Z and undo that. If I were to drag this out here to the right side, and then I were to use the rotate copies, it's going to replicate it around that center point of rotation. Now that doesn't really help us here in this fact. Let me undo this and we'll bring the center of rotation back. But if I wanted to create a symmetrical design, I'm going to grab my center of rotation, drag it down to the bottom, and now it's going to rotate around the center point where I leave it there. So if I were to make copies now, you can see here I have a beginning of a snowflake design. So it is actually a very useful tool when you start designing and creating your own designs and you want to replicate or you want to move parts of the design around a certain point of that center. Again, click on the object and then hit the letter O key and it will toggle on and off. And this is a designer edition feature or higher with this Silhouette Studio upgrades. So if you're in basic edition, you're not going to see this. But if you do upgrade to designer edition or higher, sometimes that default turns on. And if you don't know what it is, it can be very annoying and problematic for you. So I hope those tips have helped. Watch for the snowflake design coming soon. Make sure to subscribe to the newsletter in the links below. I will have this snowflake design linked down there as soon as it goes live. Thanks for joining me and have a great day.